There are nights when battles don't look like battles at all. No shouting, no noise. Just thoughts that won't stop and fears that don't rest. But tonight, something different will happen. You will not fight this one, because God has already stepped into the field for you. Psalm 35 isn't just a prayer, it's a weapon of peace. Stay until the end and you'll feel it, the moment heaven takes over. Tonight, you will rest while God defends you. Every believer faces invisible battles, thoughts that accuse, fears that linger, doubts that whisper. But Psalm 35 reminds us that you are not alone in that fight. It begins with a cry, "Plead my cause, O Lord, with those who strive against me." God doesn't just watch your struggle, He pleads for you. The one who made the stars also argues your case in heaven's court. While others plot in silence, heaven is already speaking your defense. And when God speaks, no voice of accusation can remain. Sometimes the hardest wars are the ones fought in the mind. But this night you surrender that battlefield. You no longer need to answer every fear. You only need to rest in the truth that He fights for you. His presence stands between you and what wants to harm you. You don't have to stay awake to stay safe. Faith works even when you sleep. Take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for my help. That's the sound of faith asking for divine armor. It's not just poetic, it's a spiritual reality. Right now, light is forming around you like a shield. Your room becomes a sanctuary, your breath a prayer. What you can't see, angels can. And they are already standing at attention. The Lord does not sleep, so you can. The same God who guards galaxies guards your heartbeat. He counts every breath you take like a rhythm of trust. You are safe in ways you can't measure. The night doesn't belong to fear anymore. It belongs to faith. Let the dark remind you. Even shadows prove there is light. You rest beneath His watchful eyes. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. Tonight He will. You may not hear it in words, but you'll feel it in peace. Every anxious thought will meet His whisper. His voice is softer than the storm, but stronger than the wind. Salvation is not an event, it's a presence. And that presence fills your room now. There are no accidents in God's timing. You found this prayer because heaven wanted to meet you here. Not with answers, but with assurance. The kind that says, I am near. Every sigh is heard, every tear translated. The Spirit intercedes with words you cannot form. You are fully seen, fully known, fully safe. Let them be as chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. This verse is not vengeance, it's victory. It means you don't have to carry the weight of defending yourself. God's justice will blow away what doesn't belong in your life. The angel of the Lord isn't far away. He's at work tonight. While you lie down, the wind of heaven clears your path. The night obeys His command. The closer you come to sleep, the deeper His work goes. The spiritual world is rearranging on your behalf. God is moving pieces you didn't know existed. People, circumstances, emotions, all aligning quietly for your good. Tomorrow's peace is being written tonight. The darkness is only the ink of divine strategy. Trust the hand that holds the pen. You are not losing control. You are learning surrender. And surrender is the doorway to rest. You can't hold your breath and receive His peace at the same time. So breathe, let go. The battle is no longer yours. It never truly was. It was always His. As you close your eyes, remember, angels do not grow weary. The Holy One does not take shifts. There is no rotation in grace, no expiration in mercy. Your protection is constant, eternal, awake. The night is no longer an enemy. It's a witness. It watches God defend you. And when morning comes, peace will greet you first. The night is still, and heaven listens. The world may not know your battles, but God has counted everyone. He calls you not to fight, but to trust. Now let His word be your armor, His promise your rest. Whisper it, feel it, believe it. Plead my cause, O Lord, with those who strive against me. Every syllable is light against the unseen. Fight against those who fight against me. It sounds like war, but it's a song of surrender. You are not summoning revenge. You are releasing control. You are handing over your worries to the only one who never loses. Tonight, you don't have to explain your pain. God understands the language of silence, and He's already defending you. Take hold of shield and buckler and stand up for my help. That is what faith sounds like when it trusts without seeing. God stands even when you fall asleep. His shield is invisible but unbreakable. The fire that once scared you now becomes light in his hands. He stands between you and every fear. Nothing touches what he covers. Draw out the spear and stop those who pursue me. Imagine that, heaven drawing weapons in your defense. Angels positioned like flames around your home. What you can't see, they already see. Where danger planned to walk, they now stand. This is not imagination. This is covenant protection. You sleep and heaven fights. Let those be turned back who plot my harm. Every hidden agenda is now exposed to divine light. You don't need to pray for revenge. Peace is your victory. What was planned against you cannot survive his presence. God does not negotiate with darkness. He commands it to flee. You don't need to fear what never reaches you. His justice moves without sound. Let them be like chaff before the wind, and let the angel of the Lord chase them. The image is clear, wind sweeping away what was meant to stay. Every curse, every thought of harm now scatters. The angel of the Lord runs faster than your fear. He catches what tried to follow you. You are not haunted. You are guarded. Peace chases away what panic used to invite. For without cause they hid their net for me. There are traps you never saw because grace moved first. That's why you're still here, still breathing, still believing. God interrupted the plans that were never meant to prosper. What could have destroyed you became the lesson that built you. He didn't just protect your body. He preserved your purpose. That's the mercy working even while you rest. My soul shall be joyful in the Lord. It shall rejoice in his salvation. This is where warfare turns into worship. Joy doesn't wait for morning. It begins in the night. Even before you see deliverance, you can rest in it. The proof of victory is not sight, it's peace. And peace has already entered your room. Your heart is now the quietest battlefield on earth. All my bones shall say, Lord, who is like you? There is no comparison to his faithfulness. No pain too deep for his mercy to touch. Every breath you take is a song he gave you back. Your body may be tired, but your spirit is rejoicing. This is what victory and rest looks like. It doesn't shout, it smiles. You deliver the poor from him who is too strong for him. And that includes you, the one who feels weak tonight. God's strength fills what you can't carry anymore. You are not helpless. You are held. You are not surrounded by problems. You are surrounded by angels. The battle is invisible, but so is your victory. Heaven has already declared the outcome. Peace wins. The night is sacred when God moves quietly. The world believes battles must be loud, but heaven's wars are gentle. There is no chaos in the way God fights, only order born of mercy. He sends peace before power and calm before conquest. Tonight you are not in danger. You are in the middle of divine strategy. Every whisper of fear dissolves at his command. The noise of war is replaced by the hush of victory. You cannot see the angels, but they can see you. They move like wind, swift, unseen, unstoppable. Every corner of your home glows with the light of their wings. They stand at the edges of your night, guarding what belongs to you. Even your dreams are under their watch. This is what divine warfare looks like. Not destruction, but defense. You rest while they stand. Fear tries to enter through imagination, but faith shuts the door. Every anxious thought is a lie unmasked by light. The mind may wander, but the soul remembers truth. You are not alone in your thoughts tonight. God inhabits even the silence between them. When worry knocks, peace answers instead. And the conversation ends there. Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion who seek after my soul. That's not anger, that's authority. It's heaven declaring no weapon will find its mark. Shame returns to the sender, confusion to the enemy. You don't need to fight it. You only need to agree with it. Every word of the psalm is a sword, cutting through unseen fog. Speak it once, and watch the night change color. The presence of God is not loud, it's weighty. It sits on the air like light sits on water. You can feel it pressing gently on your heart. That pressure is peace, not fear. It means the king has arrived in your room. The war has turned in your favor, and the silence you feel is his victory settling in. Every time you exhale, you're releasing what you were never meant to hold. Every breath carries away the remnants of battle. Heaven doesn't need your effort, only your permission. Let go, and the angels continue what you began in faith. This is the holy exchange, your surrender for his security. God fights in silence because his victory doesn't need noise. Rest is the proof you trust him. Let the angel of the Lord pursue them. That's the verse echoing in the unseen tonight. Every force that once chased you now flees from you. Heaven's pursuit is relentless. Grace doesn't lose track. Angels run faster than harm, fly higher than fear, and move deeper than despair. You are not being followed by darkness anymore. You are followed by goodness and mercy. Somewhere in the unseen, fire meets fog, and light wins again. Every curse melts under divine warmth. Every shadow becomes a servant to God's light. You do not have to understand it. You only have to rest in it. Peace is doing its work even while you breathe. The night is not closing in, it's opening up. The sky itself bows to his authority. This is the hour when fear loses its vocabulary. It cannot name what God has claimed. The sounds of anxiety fade into background hums of praise. You don't even need to pray loudly. Whispers carry weight tonight. A sigh is enough. He knows the translation. Heaven interprets silence better than speech. And right now, your silence is your strongest prayer. You have not lost. You have lasted. You didn't fight the wrong way. You just learned to stand still. The Lord has taken the front lines on your behalf. He fights in dimensions you cannot enter. You are not forgotten. You are being fought for. The war ends not with noise, but with calm. And that calm has your name on it. The night has grown softer now. The fight is over, but God is still here. His presence hovers like warmth in the air, unseen but unmistakable. You can feel it in the calmness between breaths. Peace is no longer a promise. It's a presence. Heaven is close enough to touch, yet too holy to explain. This is what divine covering feels like. Whisper it gently, plead my cause, O Lord. Let the words roll slowly through the room. They no longer sound like a cry for help. They sound like surrender. Surrender is holy ground. It is where heaven leans in. Every syllable invites the Almighty closer. And the closer he comes, the quieter everything else becomes. Silence is the language of his nearness. Say to my soul, I am your salvation. That is not a verse, it is a voice. You can almost hear him now, calm and certain. He does not shout his love. He breathes it. It settles over you like a blanket of light. No storm can pierce it. You are fully covered, body and soul. Let them be ashamed and confounded who seek my life. Those words are not for vengeance. They are for release. You are letting go of what was never yours to carry. Every grudge, every wound, every fear lifted. God's justice is gentle but final. He rights what you cannot fix. He restores what others never noticed was broken. Let them be turned back and brought to confusion. Confusion no longer belongs to you. It returns to the places it came from, empty and defeated. You, on the other hand, awaken in understanding. You see now, none of this was wasted. Even the dark nights were rehearsals for this peace. God turns enemies into evidence of his faithfulness. And my soul shall be joyful in the Lord. The night smiles with you. Joy begins quietly like a dawn you can't yet see. You don't have to fake it. It comes naturally when fear leaves. Gratitude replaces panic. Your body remembers how to rest again. Heaven calls that worship. Lord, who is like you? It's not a question, it's awe. You have seen too much mercy to ever doubt again. He fought without your permission, but with your protection in mind. He saved you before you even knew what you needed saving from. The night was never your enemy. It was his canvas. He painted peace over everything that hurt. You are now inside the shadow of his wings. Not hiding, abiding. Every breath under this covering is blessed. Your heartbeat syncs with heaven's rhythm. Fear cannot find you here. Worry cannot speak your language anymore. This is what the psalm meant all along. Not escape, but embrace. You are held by holiness itself. Somewhere in the unseen, angels lower their swords. The battle is over. The peace remains. They watch you breathe, whispering songs only heaven understands. The sound of stillness becomes their hymn. Every corner of your room glows faintly with gold. This is not just rest, it's restoration. God is rebuilding your strength in silence. And my tongue shall speak of your righteousness all the day long. Even your sleep will testify tonight. Your dreams will hum with gratitude. Every hour of rest becomes worship unspoken. You have not just survived the night, you have been sanctified by it. Peace is not temporary. It is your new home. You are covered in the language of love. The room has quieted. Even your thoughts are breathing slower now. This is the sacred stillness where heaven begins to work. You are no longer the one praying. You are the one being prayed for. The Spirit intercedes in languages made of light. Every sigh becomes a petition. Every heartbeat becomes praise. Heaven knows what to do with silence. You rest and God continues. The angels do not sleep when you do. They move like whispers of gold through the night air. Some stand guard at your window, others at your door. Their presence is invisible but undeniable. Fear cannot cross the border of divine light. You are surrounded by what you cannot see but can feel. You are completely, entirely safe. God does his finest work in the quiet hours. When your body surrenders, your soul becomes most open. Healing flows easiest when the mind has stopped fighting. Peace enters through doors that anxiety once held shut. The Lord does not need noise to rebuild you. He restores what worry destroyed in the rhythm of your breathing. Rest itself becomes worship. The clock ticks, but heaven doesn't measure time like we do. What feels like sleep to you feels like creation to him. He is rewriting endings while you dream. Every impossible of today becomes the it happened of tomorrow. He stitches broken places back together in the dark. What was scattered gathers again under his hand. This is the soundless miracle of trust. Every cell in your body obeys peace tonight. Muscles unwind, breath deepens, thoughts slow into rhythm. You are being repaired in ways you cannot name. Heaven's light touches places doctors cannot reach. The healing you needed did not come from effort. It came from rest. You are the evidence that grace is medicinal. You are being made whole while you sleep. There is a glow over your bed now, faint but constant. It is the mark of divine attention. No shadow can trespass where that light dwells. Your dreams are guarded territory, your night a sanctuary. What once haunted you now flees the moment you close your eyes. The name of Jesus is written over your rest. You belong to peace now. Heaven is not distant tonight. It is domestic. It sits quietly in your room like an old friend who refuses to leave. You can almost hear the hum of wings, the soft rhythm of intercession. Angels speak blessings into your tomorrow. God smiles over your stillness. Every worry you released has been received. You no longer wait for answers, you live inside one. Dreams will come, but they will not carry fear. They will carry messages of comfort and renewal. In them you will remember who you are in his eyes. Not wounded, but chosen. Not forgotten, but held. Even in dreams, his hand will not let go. You will wake lighter than you fell asleep. The night belongs to the one who made it. He never created darkness to scare you, only to rest you. The stars are proof that light still rules even in black skies. You are one of those stars in his sight. You shine not because of effort, but because of grace. Sleep peacefully, chosen one. Morning will find you radiant. Somewhere between this breath and the next, heaven will finish the work. Angels will take their posts for the dawn. Fear will not return. It has forgotten your name. What was chaos is now calm. What was battle is now blessing. The night will close, like a prayer that has been answered. You are resting in the aftermath of victory. God is still here, and he will stay. Somewhere beyond the horizon, light begins to move again. The stars fade one by one, but their message remains. You made it through. While the world slept, God completed what you started in faith. He fought your unseen battles with hands of peace, not pain. Every fear has been quieted, every tear collected. The night was never your end. It was your renewal. Morning is simply heaven's way of saying, I kept my word. The first rays touch your room like fingers of grace. Golden light spills across your walls, carrying warmth that feels familiar. It's the same light that surrounded you in prayer hours ago. What began in faith has ended in fulfillment. God did not leave when you fell asleep. He stayed to finish his work. The silence of the night was his way of speaking completion. Now the morning translates it, victory. You are not waking from a battle. You are waking from a blessing. The air feels lighter, the world softer. Even your thoughts sound quieter. What once pressed against you now bows before peace. You don't remember when you fell asleep, but heaven remembers when you let go. And that's when everything changed. Trust turned the tide. My tongue shall speak of your righteousness all the day long. Those words are no longer ancient, they are yours. Gratitude flows easily now, without force. You no longer beg for peace. You carry it. You walk into the day clothed in unseen armor. Fear watches, but cannot follow. The night trained you for tranquility. The same angels who guarded you now guide you. They exchange their swords for songs of joy. The morning breeze you feel is their procession of praise. Creation joins them. The sun itself rises in rhythm with thanksgiving. Everything that was silent now sings softly. He did it. You are not walking alone. You are walking escorted by grace. Every step will echo peace. Look around. Nothing seems different, yet everything is new. Because the shift happened within you. God didn't change the world overnight. He changed your heart, and a peaceful heart changes everything it touches. You are now a carrier of calm, a messenger of quiet strength. Even your presence will bring comfort where there was chaos. That's how victory breathes, silently but steadily. The prayers you whispered have not ended. They continue through your day. Every task, every encounter, every thought is an extension of worship. You don't need to keep asking. The answer is already alive in motion. God's promises don't expire with sunrise. They expand. The same peace that covered you at midnight now walks beside you at noon. You are surrounded, sustained, secured. Morning isn't the end of your miracle. It's the evidence of it. Remember, peace is not weakness. It is proof of divine authority. The quiet heart rules what panic once controlled. You no longer chase answers. You attract them by resting in truth. The world may spin in haste, but you move in grace. Every slow breath is a declaration. God fought for me. Every calm step is a sermon without words. You have become the psalm you prayed. The night taught you trust. The morning teaches you testimony. You are now the story of someone God defended. You didn't win by fighting harder. You won by surrendering sooner. You rested while heaven worked, and that is faith's greatest victory. The sunrise is not just light. It's the reflection of your spirit. You shine quietly like dawn itself. Peace looks good on you. Before this prayer closes, whisper one last thing. Thank you, Lord. Thank you for fighting what I couldn't see. Thank you for guarding me through the dark. Thank you for waking me into peace. Let gratitude be the first sound your day hears. And as you rise, remember, you didn't just survive the night. You were transformed by it. Rest was your victory and peace is your crown. If this psalm brought peace to your heart tonight, type Amen in the comments. Let the world know that while you rest, God is fighting your battles. Don't forget to share this video with someone who can't sleep, because tonight, heaven is still working for those who trust. Subscribe, stay close, and join us again for the next prayer.